Hello everyone, happy Friday. It is nap time at the Peeler household, so I just want to hop on really quickly and tell you a little bit about whole food nutrition. I know it sounds fancy, but I assure you that it's not. It's actually very simple, although many times clients try to overly complicate it. So, what classifies a whole food? If it comes from the ground or if it has a mother, it is a whole food. See, not fancy at all. So all of your meats, so your pork like pepperoni, beef, turkey like turkey sticks, chicken, you can buy pre-grilled chicken, shrimp, beef, fish, all of those things are all whole foods because they all at one time had a mother, so it's a whole food. All of your vegetables are whole foods, and all of your fruits. So we've got green beans and broccoli, all of these things, strawberries, carrots, apples, grapes, bananas, Brussels sprouts, kiwi, even potatoes, even this is not a white potato, but even white potatoes, all of those things are whole foods because they were once grown in the ground, okay? But guess what? It does not have to be fresh. You can buy frozen vegetables and fruit as well. So these are great to have on hand. I always try to keep some in my freezer. I love the steamer bags. Just throw it in the microwave and in under 5 minutes, it's done. It's frozen and it's still a whole food. Your body, guys, is an amazing creation and it is capable of so much more than we give it credit for. You will be amazed at how great you feel when you nourish your body the way that God designed your body to be fueled. Our bodies are designed to be fueled with whole foods, with plants and with animals, all of the things that he provided for us, not with supplements, not with pills, and not with shakes, okay? But eating whole foods 100% of the time is not always realistic and it's not sustainable, okay? We cannot always have fresh fruits and fresh vegetables and meats all on hand. So this is where that gray area of whole foods seems complicated and where we need to talk a little bit more about minimally processed foods. So many times you hear health coaches and wellness coaches tell you to avoid the middle aisles of a grocery store. Yeah, that would be great. Only shopping the perimeter of the grocery store, but again, that's not sustainable, that's not realistic. So there are still whole foods in the middle aisles. So your pickles and your olives, those come from the middle aisles. They have limited ingredients and they are whole foods. Your canned foods are also whole foods. So you've got your canned meats like your chicken and your tuna. You've got your canned vegetables, limited ingredients, still whole foods. Your nuts, they also come from the middle aisles. Whole food. Oats, also whole food, come from the middle aisle, okay? So let's take a little bit of time now, though, to talk about the minimally processed foods. This is where you need to learn how to read a label. I like to teach my clients to best navigate those middle aisles at a grocery store by learning to read the label. A general rule of thumb is 5 ingredients or less, and those ingredients need to be something that you can pronounce. So let's talk about peanut butter and Nutella. Peanut butter aisle, you can go down, there's all kinds of added stuff in peanut butter. Read the label and find one like this. It says roasted peanuts and salt. 2 ingredients, both of which I can pronounce. Let's look at the Nutella. First ingredient, sugar. Second ingredient, palm oil. Third ingredient, hazelnuts, okay? Not such a good choice because the number 1 ingredient and the number 2 ingredient are not whole foods, okay? Let's talk pastas, okay? Let's read the ingredients. Organic brown rice, organic quinoa flour, and water. All 3 of those are things that I can pronounce and all whole food options. Great, much better than broccoli. Let's talk about pasta sauce, okay? Read the ingredients. Whole peeled tomatoes, olive oil, onions, salt, garlic, basil, black pepper, and oregano. All things I can pronounce, all whole foods. Great option, much better than ragu. Okay, let's talk a second about salad dressings. There are 2 places you can find salad dressings in your local grocery store. So, there's the refrigerated section and the aisle section. As a general rule of thumb, stick to your refrigerated salad dressings, okay? But if you want to learn to read the labels, you want to avoid things like canola oil or soybean oil or vegetable oil. Those things are only okay if they say unrefined or cold pressed, okay? So stuff like this from the refrigerated section is a much better option. With that being said, I like to live what I call an 80-20 lifestyle. I eat whole foods from the perimeter of the grocery store 80% of the time, but that allows me some grace so those aisles can sneak in, okay? And I can eat things like pancakes, picking something like this over Bisquick, okay? I can have rice cakes because the number one ingredient here is whole grain brown rice, and the second ingredient is corn, okay? It does have some other things in there that are not ideal, but it's whole food based. Same with popcorn. Whole food comes from corn. So in the Faster Way to Fat Loss, we plan for these kinds of things. We account for that. This is not a restrictive diet. We are focused on adding in the good stuff and not on restriction, because the minute you tell yourself that you can't have something, that's when you really want it. So I'm going to teach you the 100% strategies, and then you get to choose the 20% grace that you're going to give yourself to make this lifestyle work for you. The best part of Faster Way is we leave room for what brings you joy. It's okay to have Sweet Thins and pretzels on occasion, okay? As long as this is not your main focus. It is not all or nothing. It is not green juice or wine. It is not salad or donuts. It is not chia seeds or chocolate. It's green juice and wine and salad and donuts and chia seeds and chocolate. Because when you cut out those things that bring you joy, you feel deprived and you're miserable and resentful. I have worked with hundreds of clients, and they will all tell you the same thing. There is a reason that this program works and is sustainable long term. It's because it doesn't make you miserable. I absolutely love teaching my clients how to navigate those aisles and how to add in treats in a way that does not affect your long-term fat loss goals. So if you want to learn more about how to incorporate more healthy food into your diet while still enjoying the foods that you love, I would be honored to teach you. My next round is going to start in about 2 weeks. I've created a free guide though, and it's going to be a free guide on eating whole foods and minimally processed foods, all the things I covered here today in one place, including how to read labels. So drop your email in the link of the comments. I'm going to put it in the comment section here to snag your free guide. It'll be delivered right to your inbox. And if you thought this was beneficial, I would love for you to share it with a friend. Thanks, guys, and happy Friday.